Dear friends, today we will talk about the secret conversation between President Xi Jinping of China and Russian President Vladimir Putin. This conversation was not limited to political or military issues, but it mentioned such amazing technology that is going to change human life forever. The news is that both leaders said clearly that the coming era will be when man can live for 150 years. Just think that the man whose age is today hardly 70 or 80 years, he will be able to breathe in the world for a century and a half. This is not an ordinary thing, but it is such a discovery that has not only worried scientists, but also surprised political experts. The question is, what biotechnology did China and Russia invent that can stop aging, defeat diseases, and keep humans alive for many generations? So friends, this parade in China was not like ordinary days, but it is called China National Day Military Parade, which took place in Tiananmen Square in Beijing. This parade was actually a great demonstration of China's power and technology to the world. China chose this day to show the world that it is not only behind the economy, but also behind the military power. In this parade, not only the Chinese people, but also the great leaders of the world were honored. Russian President Vladimir Putin, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, and Shehbaz Sharif, along with the delegation of many other countries, were present, so that they can see up close how far China has come. At this time, China demonstrated its advanced technology, new missile systems, and drone weapons. But during this entire show, an incident occurred that surprised everyone. The conversation between Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin, which coincidentally spread all over the world, and in which the technology of increasing a person's life to 150 years was mentioned. Both leaders clearly said that now that era is near when a person can live up to 150 years. Putin started talking and said that such circumstances are going to come when a long life for a person will be an ordinary thing. Xi Jinping agreed to this and said that thanks to the new technology, a person's life will not end at the age of 70 or 80. In fact, he will be able to live in the world for a century and a half. Hearing this, the faces of the people there were clearly surprised and astonished. Because it was not an ordinary claim, but behind it is the technology on which China has been working secretly for many years. Xi Jinping said that now the time has come for the human body to be reset. It means that the old age should not only be stopped, but it should be reversed. You are 70 years old and your body looks like you are 20 years old. Your hair should not be white, your shoulders should not be weak, and your courage should never be less. Friends, this was the conversation that caused a stir in America and Europe. Because if China has really achieved such a technology, it means that it has not only revolutionized military power, but also the system of human life. And this is the secret that was revealed to the world in the background of this military parade. Experts around the world claim that Chinese scientists have achieved this ability after years of hard work. That they can take human cells and make them completely free in the laboratory. It means that if someone's kidney is damaged, he will not have to wait for a donor for years. In fact, a new machine will print him exactly the same kidney. Similarly, if someone's heart weakens, he will be able to get a new heart. That too, exactly the same structure as his body. This action will not only protect human life, but will also prove helpful in stopping the old age. Friends, now let's move on to stem cell therapy. This is the method that has given a new hope to medical science all over the world. There are such openings in the human body that are called stem cells. These openings have the power to expand to any part of the body. For example, if your lungs are weak, these openings can make new lungs. If you have wrinkles on your skin, these openings can make you young again. China has used this principle to develop a technology to reverse old age. The most surprising sentence in Xi Jinping's speech was that now humans will not only live for a long time, but will always look young. And all this is made possible by 3D printing and stem cell therapy. This is why Western experts are worried that if China makes this technology common, then the medical industry of billions of dollars in the world will be destroyed. Think that if someone never has diabetes, cancer, or heart disease, if no one can touch old age, then what will the pharmaceutical companies earn billions of rupees on? Dear friends, now let's move on to another very important aspect, and that is the boom in China's population. You know that China is the most populous country in the world. But the fact is that a new problem has arisen here. In the past, China had implemented the one-child policy so that the population could be kept under control. This policy did benefit temporarily, but now its results are proving to be opposite. Today, the situation is that there are a large number of old people in China, while the new generation is very few. This means that in the coming years, the labor class will continue to work. And if this happens, then this country, which has the largest economy in the world, may become weak. Seeing this danger, China has changed its policy. Now, married couples are being encouraged to have more children. The government has announced that if you have one child, you will be given financial assistance. If you have a second child, you will get more facilities. And if you have a third child, the government will not only provide financial assistance, but will also provide education and upbringing for the children. In some cities, it has even been said that parents should be given fewer working days so that they can pay more attention to their married life and move towards creating a new generation. China is not just relying on the one-child policy. It has chosen another surprising path, and that is to give a long life through technology. The aim of the government is that even if the new generation is less, then the current generation should be given such a long life that it can work for many decades. That is, if a laborer usually retires at the age of 60 or 65, then it is possible that he will work for 120 or 150 years. In this way, the problem of shortage of laborers will be solved automatically. And these two smart practices, on the one hand, encouraging more children to be born, and on the other hand, increasing the age of the people, actually express this fear of China that if the population decreases, then the wheel of progress will stop. That is why it is creating a new path by combining its technology and social policies. And this is why experts around the world are saying that China is not only using its military power and economic plans, but is also preparing to rule the world by changing the fundamental structure of human life. Dear friends, now the question is with you, that if China really made such a technology that can keep a person alive for 150 years, then will it be a blessing or a trouble for the world? Would you like to live such a long life without aging? Or do you think it will be just a game of rich and powerful nations? Do give us your opinion in the comments. And if you like the video, then like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Take good care of yourself, the people around you, and your loved ones.